What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Man of Steel 2. Yes, you heard correctly. There is some pretty awesome confirmation that does confirm that Man of Steel 2, or at least another Superman movie, is in the process of being thought about and developed. So guys, I'm going to play a clip from the current Superman, what exactly he said at Ace Comic-Con a bunch of time ago. Then we're going to go over the new info that's recently come out and relay it into regards of what he said at Ace Comic-Con. So, roll the clips.
The wonderful thing about movies, is that it's a suspension of disbelief. We're talking about a guy who can fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes. And so, there are ways of doing it, but telling these stories is about your enjoyment. It's about my enjoyment. It's about enjoyment for the viewer. And so, we could spend 4 hours of movie explaining why and how Clark comes back. But is that what you want to see? No, right. I mean, if I had billions and billions and billions of dollars and I could make 6 movies a year, all based on Superman, then yeah, we can go through that. It'd be like Game of Thrones. Trilogy. Can I borrow some money?
Oh, this one's gone off as well.
Hello?
There we go.
Where's the money? Turn it off. Yeah, that's what my mother said. We'll have a nice conversation, don't mention politics or money. We'll work something out, absolutely. But it's a matter of making it interesting for you guys. We could spend an entire movie on it, but we're not going to, because there's more Superman stories to tell.
Plenty to come.
So after watching that clip of Henry Cavill at Ace Comic-Con, I think it was in New York, it was a bunch of time ago. This was before the whole story broke, when everyone was trying to make out that Henry is no longer Superman, but that's not really what is going on here. So you can see in this clip how enthusiastic he is to play Superman yet again. He said there's a bunch of stories he wants to tell, if it's the right story. So it basically looked like negotiations broke down. I mean, you can't dispute the fact that he is a fan favorite. Everyone loves Superman. This is why I can't understand why they're not punching down with Man of Steel 2, why they are rather pushing their focus on these like Joker standalone and Birds of Prey movies, which, yeah, are cool, I want to watch them, but Man of Steel 2, everyone wants that. Yes, I know he got a massive backlash because of the kind of mustache for Mission Impossible, but it doesn't really make any sense. But courtesy of revenge of the fans, we've actually got some pretty cool information. So everyone said that Cavill was basically demanding more money, and that was the only reason that was hindering the development of Man of Steel 2. But that is kind of misleading now based on new information. But you can understand why he wants more money. So obviously most people would know him from the Tudors, then he was in Man of Steel, then he was in The Man from the Uncle, which was a pretty cool movie. Then obviously Batman vs Superman, which I still think is pretty awesome. Then Justice League. And last year he was in Mission Impossible Fallout, which broke records for that franchise. So he did very well in that. He proved that his acting skills are improving. So as an actor gets bigger, they can demand more money. Because rumoredly he only made $300,000 for Man of Steel, which relatively speaking isn't a lot if you are the head of a movie, you are the main star. And obviously now he's going to be in the Witcher project with Netflix. But that doesn't stop him doing other projects because they're only shooting 5 to 6 months out of the year. So the interesting thing about why negotiations broke down is kind of pretty silly. So essentially, he was asking for approval for pay, and he wants also to both direct and for script approval. So he wants a credit for being one of the producers on Man of Steel 2. And then it says no additional information was given regardless to the specs with regard to Cavill's choice of director and how much he's asking for to get for the salary increase. Regardless, Warner Bros weren't keen on giving him everything he requested, and this effectively killed the first round of negotiation. So everyone's like, he is no longer Superman, but he is Superman because he's obviously still got roles left on the contract, hence why everyone was expecting him to be in Shazam and have a Shazam cameo role. Although it was kind of confirmed that he didn't take the cameo role in Shazam, anything can be done behind the cameras. So this week, Henry posted an image on his Instagram where he is looking more jacked and more more lean than a figure of Superman himself. And he's still hashtagging Superman. Henry, I don't always work out, but when I do, I work out with Superman. So he is 100% Superman, and I guarantee there is still negotiations going on behind the scenes. So I'm fully expecting a Man of Steel 2 movie at some point to be announced. And this is going to be backed up with more speculation. So James Gunn was rumoredly offered the position to direct a Superman-based movie. And seeing as Henry is still Superman, he would have been said Superman. So it is pretty cool. It does mean in the future we could be getting a Man of Steel 2 movie. At the moment, Warner Bros. Are trying to focus on standalone movies, which is cool, but there's got to be some crossover. Yes, Aquaman movie was fantastic, but yet again, there was some crossover with the Justice League movie. It was set post Justice League. We've got Wonder Woman 2 coming out. We've got the Joker movie coming out. So if they are setting ahead with their standalone movies, why not crack on with Man of Steel 2? Now, there's a lot of speculation going around the internet that they want to focus on Supergirl. Supergirl of all characters. So the Supergirl TV show is pretty popular on the CW. Obviously, the main star is Melissa Benoist, and the ratings are pretty cool for a small network. So yeah, I can see the appeal of bringing a Supergirl to the big screen. Obviously, with the success of Wonder Woman, they want to get as many females out there as possible, which is pretty cool. It's probably the reason why Marvel have made their first standalone woman, female-led movie being Captain Marvel. And we can't wait to see that movie here on the channel. It comes out next month, and we're currently doing a competition for tickets. All you got to do is follow me on Instagram at Warstu and let me know you've done that. So initially, there were rumors, leaks, but you take them with a pinch of salt, that Supergirl was going to debut in Man of Steel 2. Now, it would make more sense for DC, for Warner Bros. To actually make a Man of Steel 2 movie that debuts Supergirl than a Supergirl movie that doesn't reference Superman or Kal-El at all. That makes absolutely no sense to me. So like we said before on the channel, I'd love Emily Watson to play Supergirl on the big screen. Yes, I know I get a lot of hate when I say that, but that is who I would like to play Supergirl. So guys, do you think this means anything? The fact that there is some kind of, oh, James Gunn was offered the Superman role. Why would they be offering the Superman role to anyone, to direct it at least, if there was no movie? And also, we said before, I think Man of Steel 2 should be focused on a Brainiac-based storyline that introduces Supergirl, which could be cool, and then she could branch out for her own movie off the back of Man of Steel 2. Obviously, it wouldn't be the same style as God Zack Snyder as Zack Snyder's movie. Obviously, I think Man of Steel is one of the greatest comic book movies ever. At me, don't change my mind, you won't change my mind, but you can at me if you want. So guys, let me know. Do you agree with Henry that Henry should have asked for more pay? I mean, Mission Impossible, The Man of U.N.C.L.E., he is the main star of the Witcher Netflix series, which will be massive because that's a very popular video game and book. He's in his own right to demand, well, not demand, to ask for more money, ask for a producing credit, have script approval. I mean, it's quite, I mean, they were going to let Ben Affleck direct his movie, pretty much do everything. But obviously, he's a credited producer because he's produced endless movies. But I think they should give Henry more creative choice, because he's basically said that he wants to play Superman forever. And he is still fairly young if you compare him to Ben Affleck, for example. He's still got a lot of years ahead for him acting. At least 10 to 20 years if he wants that. So there's no reason why the loved Man of Steel 2 could not be made. So guys, let me know all your comments down below. Do you want a new Superman? No, you don't. You're not crazy. But let me know, what story would you want in the next Man of Steel movie? Does this prove there is a Man of Steel 2 movie? Because they wouldn't be asking someone if they wanted to direct a Superman movie without an actual Superman, and seeing as he's still got roles left on his contract, they'd either have to pay him off or let him do it. And they do like him. They really like him. He's really popular with fans. So it makes no sense to recast Superman. I still don't understand why people are like, oh yeah, but they've recasted Ben Affleck now. No, they haven't actually recasted Ben Affleck. What's happening with that movie is Matt Reeves' Batman is going to be a younger version, a young detective. Ben Affleck still has 2 positions on his contract. He's got a cameo role and a Justice League appearance. So he is still technically Batman. So guys, for real news, come to the Warstu channel. Anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.